Wow. Did you ever think we'd see gas prices almost double in just a year? Oh, I'm not just talking about these gas prices. I'm talking about the '73 recession. With declining gross domestic product, increased military spending, growing unemployment, rising food prices due to higher energy costs, the country entered into the worst recession since World War II. Does any of this sound familiar?
The report reveals that the Consumer Confidence Index has dropped to near 1973 levels. Such numbers often worry consumers to the point where they save more and spend less, which in turn slows the economy even more. The administration
Deeper downturn with foreclosures, layoffs, bankruptcies, and now even more jobs than ever are going to be outsourced overseas. So let me ask you this.
As rising energy prices and food costs posted a much bigger jump than anticipated. It's the largest increase since November of last year. But what will that...
Okay, this needs a drum roll. Can I get a drum roll, please?
Yeah, please.
Drum roll.
All right.
There we go. Okay. The United States Department of Labor, all right?
Uh-huh.
The unemployed persons now have increased to make it now 7.8 million.
7.8 million? Are you serious?
Yeah. What is that, a lot?
Chairman reports that the housing bubble bust has wiped out much of the nation's homeowners' equity, resulting in trillions of dollars being lost over the next several years. This spells potential.
Bankruptcy filings jumped 38% compared to last year as many consumers struggle with higher mortgage payments and other debt loads. But what's on most economists' minds is why aren't bankruptcy laws working?
It's time to ask yourself some important questions. Have you started cutting back on life's little splurges? Do you ever worry about a downturn in your employer's business or a possible layoff? Have you had to forget about this year's vacation plans? Do you have trouble stretching your paycheck to cover your monthly responsibilities? Have you found yourself worrying about putting together a college fund for your kids? Or about having anything for retirement? If you're answering yes to any of these questions, you're not alone, which is why many economists and financial experts say that the U.S. has officially entered a recession. So what about you? Has your family been affected by the weaker dollar, higher prices, and rising unemployment? If you have, you've probably thought, what can I do about it?
Hello, my name is Al Peltier. I'm Chief Asset Manager of AOD Financial Group. We started in 1996 on a small boutique firm with one mission in mind. It's out to help families create wealth and small businesses create wealth through financial strategies. It's no secret, I know families out there are hurting, our economy is hurting, but we feel with the strategies that you're going to learn this evening will help you and your family create wealth, not just for tomorrow, but for years to come. But before I do, I have to set you in the right mindset. I want to talk to you about the sad facts of life. You see, the Social Security Administration, they did a study. They tracked about 100 Americans from age 25 to age 65, and this is what they found out. By the time you reach age 65, 36% of the population will be dead. I think the more scary statistics is that 54% of the population will be dead broke. 5% will still be working, and you see that today. 4% would be financially independent. And the only thing that means you have enough money coming in on a passive basis to match the expenses that you're incurring on a monthly basis. And 1% would be financially independent. And I really don't have to give you a definition of financial independence. And this is how it works. What happened to the 5% of the population that's benefiting and the 95% that's not benefiting? You see, the 5%, they realized how to go broke safely and did the exact opposite. And let's say you had $100. Where does most people put that money? And that's in the banks. And so let's say the bank is giving you 3 or 4%. Tonight, to prove my point, I'm going to give you 6%. So you made $100, you put 6% away in the bank. So at the end of the year, you have $106. You made $6 off your $100. And most of us would be happy. Wow, I got 6% rate of return. But this is where the sad facts of life comes from. From that $6 that you made, you have to minus out taxes, anywhere between 28 and 33%. So that's $2 you have to take away from the $6 for taxes. Inflation, government tells us 4% or 3%. It's more like 6%. So you have to take out anywhere between $2 to $6 out for inflation. That leaves you about anywhere between $98 to $99. So you think that you have $106, but the sad fact of life is that you only have $98 to $99. Okay? Now, we can't do anything about inflation. It is what it is. You see, when you earn it, what happens? They tax it. When you spend it, they tax it. When you save it, they tax it. And when you pass away, they tax it. You see, so the 5%, what they realize, you see there's two tax systems in this country. Judge Leonard Hand from the Supreme Court shared with us is that the two systems, one for the informed and one for the uninformed. And what do you think the informed know? You see, Congress passed certain laws to encourage home-based businesses. And the reason why they did so is because they realized that's the foundations of our economy. Our economy was built, our nation was built with home-based businesses. The average American who runs a home-based business can qualify for more tax deductions than any other categories of Americans. What it does, it enables you to keep more of your money, is a legitimate vehicle for redirecting existing expenses that you're incurring anyways, and then your daily activities could potentially lower your tax savings. Let me give you an example. You are now the proud owner of your home-based business. You are the CEO of your castle. And what that means is that you're operating your business from your home. Well, the mileage that you're incurring in your car is now tax deductible if there's a business strategy behind it. And the IRS identifies that if you have a home-based business, that is your primary place of business. So you check your emails, you check your voicemail, and when you go to your secondary place of job, that's your regular job now, that mileage, which was once called commuting miles, is now business-to-business miles. So it's 100% tax deduction to you if you deduct it correctly. What that means for 2008 is that 58.5 cents of every dollar that you spend on your vehicle transporting back and forth is now tax deductible to you. When you purchase assets, you hear a lot of business purchasing assets. You heard about Lehman Brothers and you heard about AIG recently. And you talked about the assets that they have. Well, those assets that they purchased were tax deductions to them. And as a home-based business, you have the same benefits of purchasing assets, whether it's a large screen TV, whether it's a computer, whether it's a cell phone. Those are business assets to help you conduct a trade or business in your home. Those things are tax deductible to you. Insurances, business insurance, whether it's your auto insurance or your homeowner's insurance. See, these are business assets of yours. The insurance that you're paying for anyways are now tax deductible to you because you own your own business. When you talked about loans and credit cards, if there's a business application to those loans and those credit cards, you know the interest on the loans, on the credit cards are now tax deductible to you. Office expenses, these are postage, anything that you're using to run your home-based office, postage, home cleaning, bottled water, all office activities that to run your business are now tax deductible to you. We talked about maintenance and repair of your home-based business. Let's just say when your home-based business, many of the repairs that you do around your home can now be, if it's directed towards your business, legitimate tax deductions for you. Supplies and expenses, these are toners or print cartridges, paper for your printer, CDs. You kind of get the pictures here. These are called consumable items to run your business. And running your home is running your business. See, these are expenses that you're incurring anyways, and they are now tax deductible to you. I love this part. Travel. What the IRS tells us is that most families spend about $4,200 a year on travel. Imagine if you can now deduct that travel off your taxes. How, you might ask? Well, if your business is in the travel industry, okay, what the IRS says is that that's now an activity to conduct a trade or business through your business. So the cost of getting back and forth to your location, the car rental, the taxi, your stay, the expenses that you're incurring, all these now, if you're in the travel business, can be deductions that you can deduct from your taxes. Meals and entertainment expenses. You see, when I'm sitting down with the family and we're talking about their budget, there's two things that's untouchable. That's travel, and that's their cable and satellite TV. But what I'm finding out is that most people, or most families, are spending a lot of money on meals, going out to eat for lunch, going out to eat for breakfast, going out to eat for dinner. Now just imagine if those expenses that you're incurring anyways, are now tax deductible to you. Whereas a business owner in your home-based business, they are. Utility expenses. Imagine your phone, the gas and electric to running your home, the internet, the cable, the satellite, the fax system. You see, all these for a home-based business owner are now tax deductible. For somebody who doesn't own a home-based business, these are what you just call monthly living expenses. But these are expenses that you're incurring anyways. So just imagine now you can deduct them off your taxes. So what does this all mean to you? Well, if you look at a typical household dilemma, you have about 50% of your income going to living expenses, 10% for savings, and about 40% for taxes. And you're wondering how it can be so high? Well, if you're in a 28% tax bracket and you add in your state and sales tax, it can easily be over 40%. The solution is by redirecting your existing expenses, your living expenses being the same at 50%, but now your taxes at 10%. You have lowered your taxes from 40% to 10%, and what that does, it dramatically increases your saving or your disposable income from 10% to 40%. And for some families, that can be huge. Well, how do I qualify? How do I get these special tax deductions that I mentioned? Well, the IRS asks you to do 4 things. One is to demonstrate that you intend to make a profit. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Work your business on a regular and consistent basis. Run your small business just like any other business. But the most important part is to record all your transactions. Record all your deductions. And you too can get the deductions that I'm just sharing with you. What that means to you on the bottom line is that most family nows can write off anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000 on average off their taxes. What that means to you is savings in dollars back into your pockets. Now, I talked about travel. Now, why travel? See, our firm did some research, and we realized that travel is the world's largest industry. It's $1.3 trillion in annual sales in the U.S. alone, $7 trillion worldwide. Okay? The baby boomers. Well, the baby boomers, every industry that the baby boomers touch exploded. We can kind of go back into Gerber baby food in the 40s. We can look at Hasbro and Fisher-Price in the 50s. We can look at fast foods in the 60s. Every industry that the baby boomers touched exploded. Well, let me ask you this question. If you had all the time and money in the world, what do you think you might be doing? Travel. And that's exactly what the baby boomers are doing. You see, they're traveling. And the baby boomers are retiring 1 every 8 seconds for the next 20 years. They're going to help this travel industry explode from $7 trillion to $14 trillion. It's the fastest segment of internet sales is travel, and everyone loves to do it. And the reason why I'm talking to travel is because if you want to find an ideal business, an ideal world to benefit from the tax deductions I just shared from you, take a look at this.
Get ready to learn about the fastest growing opportunity in the world, in the most exciting industry on the planet. An industry that's fun, romantic, and profitable. An industry now exploding into massive growth. An industry that you can be a part of. What is it? Travel.
The travel industry is absolutely enormous.
Most people today want to travel.
Travel is for everybody.
Whether they are rich or poor, they love to travel.
Everyone's looking forward to travel, and everyone works hard for that 2 or 3 week family vacation.
If you had extra time and extra money, what would you do? Travel, travel, travel.
The travel industry, already a $7 trillion business. Experts are predicting that it's going to $10 trillion. Why? Because of the baby boomers. Let's face it, they've already changed every industry in their path. Automobiles, computers, housing, and now they're ready to retire, ready to travel.
Oh my goodness, the timing is absolutely phenomenal.
You got to get in. It's going to be awesome.
This is the real deal.
It is prime, set, and ready. It is in the perfect position within the industry.
It really is a unique opportunity.
Anybody who comes into this business has the opportunity of a lifetime.
People just catching hold of this thing, and it's just spreading all over the country, and it's going to be the biggest thing that has ever come through in this industry. It's going to create more wealth than anyone has ever seen.
Welcome to YTB, the most exciting company on the planet.
It is a dream come true.
It's been a truly life-changing experience.
We have a company that has the best pay plan ever in the history of network marketing.
We're going to show you a blueprint that we've put together over the last a few years that can help you and your family achieve success with YTB.
We just wake up every day and tell the world about what we're doing.
Living a dream. I mean, I am really excited about what we're doing and where we're going.
YTB, a pioneer in online travel and entertainment reservations that was created with one incredible mission: to help you profit and earn your share of 3 different megatrends.
With YTB, there's no limitations. Really, if you have a good work ethic and you're willing to go out there and do exactly what they tell you, it's a simple blueprint, they'll pay you as much money, literally, as you can go out there and make.
The income potential is unbelievable.
I have made more money than I ever made in my entire life.
We're spending more time with our kids, making more.
Now, because of this company, we have the security of knowing our future is absolutely taken care of. Not only ours, but our children's and our grandchildren's.
When I saw this, I saw an opportunity to do something in a big way for 2 or 3 years and have financial freedom.
Trend number 1, the internet.
Everybody knows that the internet has changed virtually everything, especially the travel industry. Online giants like Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, Hotels.com, and others have revolutionized travel. And not only is travel the most researched topic on the internet, it's one of the most profitable. In fact, it's estimated that 82% of all travel is now booked online.
The internet is a perfect medium for the travel industry.
The internet is seamless and simple.
The only thing that I have to do with this business is point people to my site, and they do all the purchasing.
My hometown, we had 4 travel agencies, and they're all gone because they've given way to the click-and-mortar travel agencies of the internet. The internet's here to stay. It just powers the world, and it's just going to continue to do it.
It just makes for a more efficient system.
Right in front of this trend, everyone gets a chance in YTB to capitalize on it.
Trend number 2, word-of-mouth marketing.
Word of mouth is still the best way to market anything, especially travel. Statistics prove that over 80% of all vacations are taken because of a recommendation from a friend, family member, or coworker, proving that positive word of mouth works.
People, every time they go on a trip, when they come home, what do? They tell everybody.
What is the one thing everyone does when they come home? They tell everybody about it, and they show you pictures.
When you come back, all you really want to do is tell people about those vacations and those trips and the cuisine and all that.
We just had a couple in our business just get back from Paris at Christmas time, and they just had a wonderful time, and they just could not stop talking about it.
When you realize that you can travel better for less, and you do that and you realize it's real, what happens is you come home and you can't help but start telling all your friends and family why they should be traveling better for less.
Trend number 3, home-based business.
We all know that the best and fastest way to become financially successful is to own your own business. A home-based business that you can work on your schedule, around your interests, for your dreams. A business with no boss, no time clock, and no income limit.
I've been a CPA for over 30 years, and in my opinion, the home-based business is the last great tax shelter for the ordinary person.
Financial opportunity today is better than it's ever been.
YTB affords us the ability to do what we want when we want, and when I was sick for 3 months, my check actually went up 10% a month.
It's changed our whole lifestyle.
It really has.
Changed our whole lifestyle. Not just the money, but the time.
It is a great thing to be able to work from home.
YTB has truly created a lifestyle and an income level with time and freedom.
I mean, I'm only 45 seconds from my bedroom to my office.
It's
allow the family to be more and more together and to do a lot more traveling, so there's a lot more bonding taking place.
I've looked at a number of home-based businesses over time. I've joined some of them, but in my opinion, YTB is the best thing I have ever encountered.
And now, for the first time in history, a shift, a paradigm shift. The convergence of all three of these red-hot trends, the internet, word-of-mouth advertising, and home-based business. And it's called YTB.
YTB is truly a blessing to us.
Anyone that gets involved with YTB over the next 20 years is in the right place at the right time.
This one is the one that they don't want to miss.
Too many people making too much money for this thing not to be real.
As a YTB preferring travel agent, you now have the extraordinary opportunity to prosper from these three megatrends and convert your home computer into an incredible tax-advantaged profit center. And it's so easy to get started. All you do is simply introduce your friends, family, business associates, and contacts to your personal YTB.com website. There, they'll be linked to the world's leading suppliers, where they can buy practically anything travel and entertainment related. The best deals from the world's best brands, like World Choice Travel, a division of Travelocity, Carnival Cruise Line, Super Clubs, Fun Jet Vacations, and the top-rated booking engines on the World Wide Web. And when they buy, you're paid up to 60% of the commissions generated through your YTB travel website. Finally, you can earn your piece of this $7 trillion pie just by telling people about your amazing YTB travel website.
Last Thanksgiving, we booked a family cruise. It was great fun. We made over $700, and we went free.
We booked a cruise in September of 2005 for a networking group that we belonged to. We had 52 people come on board. It was great fun. We made about $1,700. We went free, and what was really great about it is my husband and I had been kind of time broke before. We'd been a mortgage loan officer, and we had plenty of money, but we had no time to travel. So this gave us freedom to travel, freedom to help other people travel, and we made a little bit of commission in the meantime.
I think we look at YTB as that opportunity to meet your dreams. And that's what it's done for us. It's met our dreams.
In addition to making money on the travel your friends and family are already taking, you can save money by earning commissions on your own travel and qualifying for travel industry insider treatment.
The only thing they have to do is just get started. And once they get started, then they have to have a desire, and then they need to just point people to the internet. With this business, you point people to your business site, and everything is there for you.
So, what are you waiting for? It doesn't get any better than this. Your piece of the $7 trillion travel industry, the incredible perks and privileges you can qualify for as a referring travel agent, and a chance to own your own business.
And there you go, the YTB story and how you can benefit from this trend that's happening in the travel industry.
Please get back with the person who shared this DVD with you. Let them know what you like best about what you heard, but more importantly, tell them where you'd like to go for your next vacation, and let them know you want YTB to pay for it.